Hello everyone, Dr. Suneel Dhand, internal medicine physician. Welcome to another video. Within the last few days, the FDA, the US Food and Drug Administration, has issued another warning against misinformation, telling people to be on the lookout for it. The American public must be very careful indeed and must follow the FDA's advice. Let me share this with you. So here we have a page on the FDA's website, just updated July 11th, 2023. Rumor control. Learn and share FDA facts to help stop the spread of misinformation. The growing spread of rumors, misinformation, and disinformation about science, medicine, and the FDA is putting patients and consumers at risk. We're here to provide the facts. The FDA is worried about patients and consumers, people who pay for products. Don't be misled by misinformation. Watch how to identify and help stop the spread of health misinformation. And they have this video here, which I will share with you.
Thousands of points of misinformation are shared online daily. They're false, inaccurate, or misleading, and can spread intentionally and unintentionally. Some individuals and organizations promote opinions online disguised as fact, and misinformation can spread 6 times faster than facts. So you may be misled by headlines or out-of-context statements, especially when shared by someone you trust. Social media promotes information that you engage with regardless of the truth. So confirm what you read with a reliable source. This may be a nonprofit fact-checking organization or government resource. The FDA is concerned that health misinformation is negatively impacting the public's health. Stick with the facts. To see how FDA is addressing misinformation, check out our Rumor Control webpage.
A very serious and somber video there from the FDA, but let me share with you from this website page the specific items listed that the FDA is concerned about. Here we have e-cigarettes. E-cigarette aerosol can contain harmful chemicals. They're worried about sunscreen. There's no such thing as waterproof sunscreen. They're worried about dietary supplements. Dietary supplements are not FDA approved to treat or prevent disease. Millions of people, of course, do take dietary supplements. Then we have health information for you. Is it really FDA approved? Then they talk about the shots and the protection against disease. Then they talk about consumers not falling for false claims. And the FDA also wants people to know what they do for the great American public and the whole world. What the FDA does for you. What does it do? There's a page here you can click on. What the FDA regulates. Why does the FDA exist? Share the facts. Learn how you can identify and address misinformation. And then they want you to know how you can report misinformation. How to report misinformation online. We face a challenge of an overabundance of information related to our public health. Some of this information may be false and potentially harmful. Inaccurate information spreads widely and at speed, making it more difficult for the public to identify verified facts and advice from trusted sources such as the FDA. That's very important. The FDA wants people to know that they are the trusted source. The trusted source. However, everyone can help to stop the spread. If you see content online that you believe to be false or misleading, you can report it to the applicable platform. And then they've listed a number of platforms here. So that last part is particularly interesting because those of you who have been following the news recently will know that the US government has been getting into trouble for coordinating with social media companies. That is not allowed. They can certainly tell people who to go to report quote-unquote misinformation and get to the truth, but they cannot coordinate directly with social media companies to determine what that truth is. That is not allowed. So I really hope that that is still not going on with the FDA or any other government organization in the United States, because we have rules and we have laws and we have a constitution in America, as much as some people may not like that. But let's think about the FDA here, the Food and Drug Administration, really dedicated to combating misinformation. It is wonderful to know that we have this massive organization so dedicated to the true health and well-being of the everyday citizen in this country. That, of course, is why our environment, the food we eat, what we drink, is so full of health, why it's so non-toxic. And that is why, of course, Your everyday American is so full of health and wellness. We don't have a chronic disease issue. We don't have soaring rates of inflammatory diseases, do we? And this is partly because of the top organizations in the United States that are in charge of us, so dedicated to the health and well-being of everyday citizens. Of course, I say that in a sarcastic way. But let's really think about the FDA again. Oh wait, what was that? Oh yes, almost 50% of their billions of dollars of income come from user fees. Corporations paying the Food and Drug Administration, paying them directly, the same organization that is going to regulate them. That sounds like a very transparent, potentially non-corrupt way to do things with no vested interests, right? If 50% of their billions and billions of dollars are coming from corporations. That sounds like a great setup, doesn't it? At the FDA. Oh wait, what was that I just heard? Oh yes, how many members of the FDA, how many of their top officials, past and present, are in a revolving door with big industry, with big corporations? Again, that sounds like a fantastic setup, doesn't it? One which is definitely not going to lead to any vested interests or corruption at the top. Fantastic job there, FDA, having your top officials be in bed with industry. That's just great to know. That helps me sleep better. Oh wait, what was that? Oh yes, how many products that are FDA approved, specifically food products, are actually banned in Europe because they are deemed to be harmful, potentially carcinogenic, cancer-causing, endocrine disruptors, other toxic concerns. There's a long list of these FDA-approved products. But yes, we should listen to the FDA. They are, as they said on that page, the source of truth. And I genuinely don't think that leaders at the FDA or anyone else in the US government who is overseeing this understands how people overseas, now I know every country has its own issues, but I have a lot of friends and medical and scientific contacts in Europe, and they totally laugh. They openly laugh at US organizations because, again, nowhere is perfect. But in the USA, all of these vested interests and capture by industry, it's all out in the open. You can all see it. You would have to be blind not to see it. And that's why organizations overseas basically laugh at US medical and scientific leadership being so captured by industry. And then they have the nerve to say that they are the sole source of truth that people should listen to. And if you detect any misinformation, you know who to go to, because the FDA doesn't want anyone to be the victim of misinformation, all their patients and consumers. That's all I've got to say about that. Thanks everyone for listening. Let me know your thoughts down below. Check out my Health Academy and my Uncensored platform. Those links are down below. Remember, unfortunately, huge swathes of healthcare and medicine are completely and utterly corrupted, and unfortunately, as I said, captured by vested interests. And one of the best things you can do for your health and your family's health is make the right decisions every single day. Strive to make those good decisions. Eat real food. Stay away from ultra-processed foods. Stay away from those middle aisles of grocery stores which are absolutely packed with factory-made fake foods in packages, in packets, full of fake artificial ingredients that are going to send your body into a state of chronic inflammation. Be as close to nature and natural things as possible. Be as active as possible. Sleep enough every night. Do your best to address any stress in your life. All of these things will stand you in the best possible stead for staying healthy, those right decisions every single day, so that you can stay away from the medical industrial complex, from mainstream medicine and doctors, because that is the goal, to be as healthy as possible. Hit the like button if you like this video and the bell button for more similar videos in the future. We will talk again very soon.